Hi guys, it is EGC here, and today I'm going to show you my Dark Irregulars deck profile. I heard a few people want to see this, that's why it's here. So let's start. So starting with the starting Vanguard, I'm running the bat. The reason is because he is a good source to soul charge to, and you get to draw if you get 6 soul or more, and if by any chance you think you have too much soul, you can just kill it for something else, which I will explain later. And next I'm running 2 Assassin, just because she's very powerful and can be a sudden strike. You should know the skill already if you watch my Bladewing deck profile. It's gain a huge power boost when you have darkness and enough soul, so that's why she's here, which also helps you to finish your opponent when you need. And entering the Great Freeze, I'm running 3 Charlotte Vampire. Only 3 because he's not my main Vanguard. His name is important. Sometimes his on strike soul charging skill is important, or maybe the retiring is good. Even the GB2 skill that gains the power and crit sometimes helps. But in this build, he's not my main focus as the Vanguard, but just a backup if I need extra soul charge. And next I'm running 4 Glenson Vampire. He's my main. So his skill is first GB1 Darkness. So you can select one Darkness card from your hand or Regard Circle and put it into the soul as a cost. At the end of the turn, if you have 6 soul or more, then you can pay this cost. If you do, draw 1 card. If you have 15 soul or more, then you can counter charge 1, and your opponent will need to be selecting one of their Regard and retire. So this card sort of doing the same job as Charlotte, but he also gets to soul charge your Regard or soul charge your hand, which sometimes you need them as a darkness in soul, compared to Charlotte that you don't guarantee or you can't accurately select what you want to be in the soul. So that's why I prefer him. And also, once you call Assassin out, if you can't put her back into the soul somehow, then she just stays there. So he's a good source. You can just chuck her back into the soul, and next turn you will just call her again if you do the darkness. Also, the second skill, which is when this unit appearing in the Vanguard or Regard Circle, you can counter +1. If you do, then look at the top 5 card of your deck and select up to 5 card with darkness and put into the soul. The remaining goes to the bottom of the deck in any order you like. In this turn, this unit will also get 1000 power for each card you put into the soul by this effect. So the maximum you can put is 5 darkness card into soul and then plus 5k. Normally you won't be carrying the number if you put him as a Vanguard, because normally you will just try and the power will just go away. But then if you call as a Regard, then sometimes the power helps. Even a 3k power with a second 7k boost, you can still hit 21k, so that's why he's good. And more importantly is you can actually select what you want to be put into the soul. That is one main focus of this deck. Not trying to soul charge recklessly for just the number, but you also want to keep the good cards in your deck while selecting what you want into the soul. And here are the Great Freeze. I'm only running 7, but it seems fine with me. Next, entering grade 2, I'm running 4 of this new card. So his skill is Darkness, then counter blast 1. If you have 6 soul or more in this turn, this unit will first get 2k power, which become 11k, and if you have 10 souls or more, it will gain an extra 3k. So a 5k boost to become a 14k attacker, which helps you to put in your, for example, this to make it power, and or 7k to hit 21k. But that's not the main skill that you need to care about. The main skill is the second one, which is when this unit appears as a Vanguard, then you can look at the top 7 card of the deck. You can select up to 1 card with Darkness, put into Soul, and shuffle your deck. So again, this helps you to put in whatever Darkness card you want instead of triggers, and also it shuffles your deck. So for example, after you use Glance and you put something at the bottom so that you won't be soul charging them with any other skill, then you can use this guy, look at another top 7 cards, put one in and then shuffle, then you might hit a trigger. And next I'm running 4 Doppel Vampire, mainly because he has a guard restriction skill. If you have 15 or more, then your opponent cannot guard with grade 0 from their hand. They can still use G Guardian, but well, if they are using it, then you still gain something. And he also gets a power boost if you attacking your opponent Vanguard and you have 6 or more. So sometimes it's good to just stay aside so your opponent will just take care of them. Normally I just put them into soul because he has Darkness, so you can just put them into soul by these two. But I normally suggest people to keep one on the field or in their hand just in case they need the guard restriction. And next I'm running 3 Librarians. Librarian is a important soul charging resources, also helps you to draw and counter charge if you get enough soul. That's why she's important to be here, even if she's an 8k, but well, you still have a lot of ways to give her the power, or even if you are boosting with her from the soul, you can still get an ideal number. And next, I'm running one of these Succubus. It's the new card from the set. So first skill, Darkness, GB1. If you have 6 or more, then this unit will be able to boost. And the second skill is to put this unit into the soul. If your other unit is attacking, then you can pay this cost. If you do, select one of your unit, and in the turn it will get 2000 power. So she's important as a booster more than the second skill, but sometimes you will use her, get into the soul, give 2k to something else, for example this or this. If this one is using the first skill, then you will get 5k and then 2k from her to become a 16k, and he will be a 16k as well. So she's helpful, but most of the time she's always good as a booster. 8k booster, you won't be asking for much, and what you have to do is just soul charging a card and making sure you have 6 soul, which is easy. So that's why she's here. And next I'm entering the great ones. So I'm running for Serpent Charmer. Yeah, I think so. So the skill is Darkness. If you have 10 soul or more, then this card will get 2000 power. If you have 15 soul or more, then you get the next skill, which is to retire this unit at the end of the turn. If you do, then select 13 cards from your soul and select all the remaining cards to put them back to the deck. Shuffle your deck and draw one. So this card saves you from dying, because 15 soul is actually a lot, and sometimes you need more than that. So having him staying on the field whenever you're going to deck out, then put some cards from the soul back to your deck and shuffle it. Even though you have to draw one and you have to retire this guy, but still, I think sometimes it saves you, sometimes. And 9k booster, can't ask for more. And next I'm running 4 Strike Order, because this deck is a G generation deck, so you need to strike. And I'm running 4 of the new PGs. So main thing is she has darkness, so you can put her into soul by cleansing or by him, which is good. And whenever she's in the soul and you have darkness, then you can retire one grade 1 or lower Vanguard. Then this card will goes to your hand from the soul, so you can kill anything, mostly triggers, or if you think she's not helping you, then you can retire her. Or if you think you have enough soul, then you don't need the starter and you can retire the bat to get the PG. So yep. So here's the grade 1 and 2s. Entering the triggers. I'm running 4 of the Charlotte crit, mainly for the name, putting in the soul to +5 and draw 1. Normally you won't need it, but sometimes if you can't soul charge by anyhow, then this is here for you. And 4 more crit, which can put himself in the soul to activate darkness and give power. So for example, to give Librarian 3k to become an 11k attacker, I think it's good. And 4 stands the cat, which again, similar to Librarian, important soul charging source, drawing source, also counter charge. That's why she's here. So you can see all these triggers, somehow they can get into the soul and help with darkness. That's why they are selected. And 4 heals. For these heals, if you are playing a G regulation deck, you will change them to the G boosters heal triggers. I just like them, so I have them. And with these guys, if you are in the Japanese format, I think the new PR set, which should be able to redeem now, they has this, so I think you can actually put the new version of this card into your deck. Depends if you see the flag or not, but I think it does. If for some reason it doesn't and you can't use, then you can change to other crit triggers as long as you fit the regulations. So only the heals can't put into the soul, but then the G Guardians can help you to soul charge. So it's still good. Entering the G zone. So first I'm running 2 Lira. Same as the bat, soul charging, and if you have 6 or more to draw 1, just good to swing with her and then see if your opponent want to guard it. because sometimes they don't want you to soul charge that quick. Sometimes they don't want you to draw, then they will drop the guard. So whatever they choose, you still gain. So you use the guard or you gain more hand and soul. So that's why she's here. And one of this guy, another soul charging sources, you don't use it much, but since you don't have much option in the irregulars, so he's okay to be here. Only running one because I don't think he will hit most of the time. So, and compared to her, drawing I think drawing helps more, but still, he's good to be here sometimes if you need the retiring power. And next I'm running 4 gills. It's very simple. He's just going to be in every dark irregular stack, I think. So, guard restriction, power up, gain crit, combo with assassin to do a 50k plus attack with guard restriction and 1 crit. Most of the time he swing once and he will end the game. That's why he's here. And next I'm running one of this guy. The main reason I run him is because I can put cards from my hand into the soul. So for example, if I draw into her and I may not choose to do Cleanse End, maybe, then, or maybe I'm not running Cleanse End, I'm running Charlotte, then he is a good way to put my hand into the soul. That's why he's in here. The power doesn't matter most of the time, so just another source to activate darkness maybe. And once a breeze, just in case you can't strike because your opponent is just great stacking you, then at least you can use all your GP1 skill and do something. And 2 Charlotte. I was thinking to use 1, but I decided to use 2 because the retiring power is actually very great. So getting all your opponent's regards gone by just attacking with him and put all your cards in the soul and counter +1 if you have darkness. Very simple but effective, and you are forcing your opponent can't use any sentinel, so that's why it's good. But sometimes you can't soul charge, and that's why you have the special crit. So when you attack before you use the skill, you can actually put her into the soul and then gain the power, draw 1, and then you can fulfill the darkness and counter +1 to put the rest of your regard into your soul and then retire all your opponent's regards. Also, he is another good way if you have, for example, 2 assassin getting out from your soul and like last turn and you got nothing to do with her, then you can just swing, use a skill, put them all into the soul. Then you can use them again next turn. It really depends on your opponent's deck, but I do think the retire power is very great. If you have more space, then you can put 1 more. I don't think it will affect you much. And even though if you, for example, forget to leave any counterblast for him, it's still fine. Like, you can just swing with him, so I don't feel bad to use more than 1. Even I want to use 3, but I don't have 3 yet right now. So for example, if I have 3, then I might actually take 1 of him out, maybe. And next into the G Guardians. put in one decimal, just because the grade 2s are very important, and sometimes the grade 1 disturbing trauma is important, so you need something to protect it. That's why it's here. And 2 of the soul charging G Guardian. She helps you to soul charge too, so help you easier to reach your number. And a very simple 20k shield, which is okay. And 2 of this G Guardian that helps you to gain 10,000 defense power if you have 10 souls or more, which is very easy to reach 10 souls, so there's no question that it can't help, and you gain resist for all your units and saves you some time. So that basically is the list. About this deck, most important to number to reach for your soul is not 15. I can say it's not 15. Normally I would say 17 to 18 because you might need to put her out in the soul, and sometimes you will need to put her out from the soul. So whenever you are going to use skill, make sure you have 17 or maybe 18 souls, just so that you won't be getting less than 15 soul by just doing too much things. Yeah. I think that's all I need to say. So thanks for watching, and let me know if there's more deck profiles you want to see. If I got the materials, I might show you. I might. So let me know. And before that, I will see you guys later. Bye.